I've got more Zendikar Rising pre-release kits. They did come with the 2 packs and a set booster. So let's go ahead and start with the pre-release pack. As usual, pre-release packs are basically for playing in a pre-release event. It gives you enough packs to have a seal deck, and you get a cool promo card you can also use in your seal pool. And it comes with a dice, an insert, and then a code for 6 arena packs. So I guess you have a regular white dice, Skyclave Relic is a promo, and an arena code. If you guys want it, you could reclaim it or whatever. Just gonna crack some packs and see what we're gonna get. I don't really know what I'm doing here, but have you guys been? Hope you guys are having a good day. Said that already. Not too much exciting in the common slot. Got a Rock Slide Sorcerer as the uncommon, a Journey to Oblivion, and a Kalani Ambush. I still like these flip cards. And a Coral Helm Chronicler. Whenever you cast a kick spell, draw a card and discard a card. When it enters battlefield, the top 5 cards of your library, you have like a card with a kicker ability and put it into your hand. Put the rest of the bottom in any order or random order. Not the worst. Swamp and a checklist card. I don't think I'm a fan of these checklist cards because they make people write them in. And after judging a bunch of Magic events, I've learned that Magic players have some of the worst handwriting that I've ever seen. Just a bunch of commons, nothing too exciting. Utility Knife, Sizzling Barrage, Deadly Alliance, a Thunder Rebuke. This card is probably playable. Canyon Jiro, Salundi Vision. This card's actually pretty playable, I think. I mean, worst case scenario, it's a tap land, not the worst. And then a Yasharn, Implacable Earth. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic forest card and put it into your hand. Oh, basic forest and a plains, put them into your hand. Players can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. That's a decent hate card, I guess. Island, another ad card. I honestly don't know why they include ad cards in these things. Synchronized Spellcraft. Some party cards. So, like, how do you guys feel about the party mechanic? I don't think it's the best. I don't like the fact that it has a ceiling. But I guess if it didn't, it'd probably be a bit too good. And probably a bit harder to, I guess, balance as well. Sign the Swarm. Luggage Familiar. Song Mad Treachery. Valakut Exploration. Whenever a land card enters your battlefield under your control, you can exile top card of the library. You can play it as long as it remains exiled. Beginning your end step, if there are cards exiled with Valakut Exploration, put them into their owner's graveyard. Then it deals that much damage to the opponent. It is actually pretty good. And construct. Negate. I actually like this art for negate. It's a good one. Mesa Links. Tito Peak Ambusher. Zulaport Duelist. A Gnarly Colony. Nemonis. Skyclave Squid. Rabid Bite. Pressure Point. Veteran Adventure. I'm colorblind. Skyclave Plunder. Brush Fire Elemental. And a Miria's Call. This is actually a nice one. Gives your stuff indestructible. Basically makes so you can't get wrathed out. And you get 8 worth of power. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm bad at words today. But I feel like these cards can probably like slot into like any deck that runs white for the most part. Or any deck that goes to the corresponding color because it can play untapped. A Skyclave Shroud. Foil. It's a 2 mana 3/1 with kicker. And it can't block. If it's kicked, it comes with 2++ counters. And you can cast from your graveyard if you had a land on the battlefield. It's sort of like a Bloodghast. I think that's what I'm thinking about. Sorry, I was drinking some water. I've been working all day, basically, and I have not had enough to drink, probably. We got a Negate, a Practice Tactician, Tactics, Fissure Wizard, Expedition Skulker, Gnarly Colony, Risen, Riptide, Marasa Brute, a Utility Knife, Sizzling Barrage, Deadly Alliance, Iridescent Horn Beetle. This is actually a decent card. Gives you insects for counters. Windrider Wizard. Sajiri Shelter. This is actually a pretty good card too. Brave the Elements was playable. I feel like this is probably also playable. Shatter Skull Charger. Brave the Elements was like basically the same thing. Except it gave it to all your creatures. So I guess it's not as good. An insect token. Let's see. Resolute Strike, a Sneaking Guide, Deliberate. I like how bored this person looks. Kazandu Stomper, Ghastly Gloom Hunter, Highborn Vampire, Dauntless Unity, Solidarity of Strength, Royal Eruption, Stonework Pack Beast, a Rock Slide Sorcerer. Sort of like this card too. It's probably too much mana, but whatever. Tended Healer. This girl's got like a cool outfit. Zol Consumption, and Kaza the Royal Chaser. Flying Haste. You can tap her to make the next instant or sorcery spell you cast this turn cost X less, where X is the number of wizards. Sort of like this. Don't know if I'll ever play it. I feel like I was. Oh yeah. Then we'll go to our. These would be your prize packs. Packaging's a bit different because it's the Japanese packaging. So the card quality will also be a bit different. got scissors. Why not? So we got a Drake token. A Zoth consumption. I move the cards around because the rare is in the front instead of the back. Surefoot Infiltrator, Umara Mystic, and Mana Sky Dancer. This isn't the worst card either. I feel like the set has a bunch of like decent commons and uncommons, but I don't know how many of them will see play. Royal Eruption, Into the Royal, Turn Timber Aesthetic. Pyroclastic Hellion, an Island, and a Volakut Exploration. And then on to the next pack. Clear my throat a bit. I mean, I think, whatever. Skyclave Cleric. I actually like this card too. Just a 1/2 against 2 life, but it's decent. A Core Blade Master gives all your equipped warriors double strike. Moss-Pit Skeleton. Mind Drain, just another Mind Rot card. I think that's actually better than Mind Rot. Tuk Rebel Fort. Seagate Banneret, Raju, Stenorcaster, Cascade Seer. All these merfolk can like waterbend. Spitfire Lagak, a Bubble Snare. Got this checklist card, a Swamp, a Foil Acquisitions Expert, and a Null Priest of Oblivion. So it's 2 mana, 2/1 with Medicine Lifelink, which are pretty good. And then if you kick for 4, you get to get a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's not the worst. Pretty decent. I guess I'll save the 2 set boosters for last. And we'll go on to the next pre-release kit. Alright, got a Nighthawk Scavenger. This is actually a pretty good card. Where'd the other one go? Did I lose the other promo? Oh. Basically, it's sort of like a Tarmogoyf, but not as good. But it's also sort of good because it's flying. I don't know. It's an interesting card. The 1 extra mana is definitely very significant, though. There's the code if anyone wants it. So we'll start off with our packs. We've got a Tizian Raptor, Ardent Electromancer. This is also a pretty decent card, but I don't know how good it is. Oblivion's Hunger. Reclaim the Waste. Wiley Becker does really sweet art. Malakir Blood Priest. Cleansing Wildfire. I mean, I think this card is also pretty good. Just destroy a land. And then you can like punish players that have greedy mana bases with no basics. Cutting Geyser Mage, Seagate Banneret, Shutter Skull Minotaur, Core Blade Master, Bolliged Recovery. It's not a bad card either. And then a Relic Robber. It's got haste and deals. Whenever it deals common damage to a player, that player gets a 0/1 colorless construct goblin artifact creature token with this creature can't block. At the beginning of your upkeep, this creature deals 1 damage to you. This is an interesting card. And then we got a cat token. Tormenting Voice. It's a dragon yelling at a goblin, I guess. Shell Shield. Practice Tactics. Amina Skitter. Sneak. Tajiru. Blight Blade. Blood Price. Expedition Diviner. Mrs. Zendikon. This isn't too bad either. Actually, it's pretty bad. It's 4 mana, 4/4. It's good and limited. It's a showcase card. I don't know. I like the border, but I feel like the art isn't very impressive this time. There's nothing too eye-catching about it. Inner Horn Beetle. Low Mage, Domination, Cleric of Life's Blood. This is some real flavor text here. No gods, only each other. Hagra Mauling. Costs 1 less to cast if an opponent controls no basic lands. Destroy target creature. This card I think is going to be pretty good because it's basically a instant speed destroy creature spell that also acts as a land in matchups where it's not good. So like instant troll. Venkus Week is another reprint. It's kind of rude, pushing someone off a cliff. Shell Shield, Tizian Raptor, Sneaking Guide. I don't really know if there's too much to go through this. Draga Visionary. It's like an elvish visionary, but bigger, I guess. I don't know. Skyclave Squid, Tuk Tuk Rebel Fort, Glacial Grasp, Rock Slide Sorcerer, Journey to Oblivion, Zoth Consumption. I think this is also pretty good. It's just a land or a finisher, actually. Archpriest of Iona. Its power is equal to the number of creatures in your party, so it's always at least a 1/2. And then if you have a full party, target creature is +1 against flying, which is pretty good. And then we have a Cliffhaven Sellsword. And another ad card. I'm not a big fan of these ad cards still. I don't know if it's ever going to change. I feel like it'd just be a token. Art Electromancer, Deliberate. I'm going to deliberate about why I did this. Core Celebrant. Whenever it enters battlefield. This is Inordinate Rage, Expedition, Skulker, Might of Marasa, Cliffhaven Kite Sail. This is actually a really good card. It's 1 mana to give something flying, and then you can re-equip for 2. It's probably like one of the best equipments in the set for limited. Akum Hellhound. This is just a Step Links reprint. Still good though. Or color shift actually. Bubble Snare. I think this is also a pretty good card for limited. Pressure Point. Roiling Regrowth. Sure-Footed Infiltrator. This isn't bad either. It lets you tap rogues that just give a battlefield to make it unblockable. Spoils of Adventure. And then we have a Glass Fulminic as our rare. I actually digging whatever this lady's wearing. But it comes in a battlefield as a copy of any creature you control. Or you can play it as land, and it's still just as good if you don't have any creatures. And an island, and then checklist card. Mesa Links, Molten Blast. Might of Marasa, Goldraz, Mucklord. Apparently Mucklords are crocodiles. Marasa Brute, Nemana Sky Dancer, Cunning Geyser Mage, Skyclave Sentinel, Thwart the Grave. This is really sweet art. Charger, Fireblade, Charger. It's not bad either. Kazul's Fury. And then a Lotus Cobra. This is a really sweet looking showcase card. It's got the special border, and the art is actually really eye-catching. I'd like it if they had all the showcase cards like this, but they aren't, disappointingly. Planes, and then the Goblin Construct head. Field Research, Cliffhaven, Sellsword, Ghastly Gloom Hunter, Territorial Scythe, Cat, Scale the Heights. Do you like this art? I don't know why. Cleric of Chill Depths, Expedition Champion. Spare Supplies. Goldras Mucklord, Brute, Adventure, Skyclave Plunder. Yeah, nothing too exciting. Cragplate Baloth, can't be countered, Hexproof Haste. This is probably going to be decent somewhere, really unlimited. Maybe standard. We have our supposed prize packs. Start with the Vastwood Fortification. Let's feel lighter. Lull Mage's Domination. Kite Sail Cleric. I think this card is actually pretty good too. At least for limited. Blood Price, Feed the Swarm. Seagate Colossus. What is this, like a 3-mana 7/5? Trotter Visionary, Pressure Point. Royal Mage, Diviner, Felidar, Cleansing Wildfire, Forest, and a Coveted Prize. This one's kind of interesting, I guess. You search your library for a card and put it in your hand, but if you have a full party, you can cast a card with the greater mana cost 4 or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. So if you have a party, it's really good, but then it's kind of win more. I think it's really good unlimited though. Shuar Disruption. It's a counter spell, not bad. Spring Mantle Cleric. Whatever. Shared Supplies, Drawn as Silencer, Scale the Heights, Tazine Raptor, Resolute Strike, Blight Blade, Shepherd of Heroes, Teetering Peak Ambusher, and then an ad card. It's the Super Cup Island with the house in it. Felidar Retreat. Whenever a land you control enters the battlefield, choose one. Create a 1/1 or 2/2 cat beast creature token, or put a ++ counter on each creature you control. This creature gains vigilance. This is an interesting card. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's get this crap out of here. So we put more crap on my desk. All right, so set boosters, a new kind of booster. It's basically just like it's like somewhere in between a collector's booster and a regular booster. I don't really like these, but we'll see what we get. I'll go through the format of the pack while I open it or whatever. So the first card's an art card. I'll tell you what it is, and then it has the art on it. I think there's like a small chance of it having like a gold signature, like a baseball card. We got an island, and then 6 commons and uncommons, and or uncommons. And they'll all have a theme to them. So we have, it looks like it's going to be like a party. Or maybe not. I really don't understand these themes so far. Okay. And then we have a flip card. It's kind of like cleric. Sellsword. So the next 2 were wild card slots. And then another one. I guess it could be flip card or the whatever, the showcase or whatever. Master of Winds, Mind Carver, and a Spined Thopter. So we got a card off the list, but it's straight dookie. And there's like a 1 in 4 chance of it being like a card off like the special list of cards from like Magic's history or whatever. All right, so we got a Magnetic Channeler art card like that. A Plains. There's like a 1 in 4 chance of it being a foil land, but did not get that. Looks like it's just all black cards and a red card, I guess. I honestly don't understand what this theme is supposed to be. Like, it's completely random. They said there was a theme, but there isn't. A Territorial Scythe Tiger. This thing looks like a thing from Beast Wars or something. So that's our like showcase card or whatever. Farside Debt is our wild card. Spoils of Adventure. I guess another wild card. Yeah. 2 wild cards, and then Grakmaw, Skyclave Ravager. When enters the battlefield with 3 ++ counters. Whenever another creature dies, put a ++ counter on it. And whenever this dies, you create a XX black and green Hydra token. Or X number counters on Grakmaw. It's cool, I guess. Cleric of the Depths. So it's cool, sure. And an upside down token. What is the list? It's dookie. All right, well, that's really it for today. Thanks for watching. It's probably super boring, but this is what I'm doing to relax from work now. So, whatever. Tomorrow it's not going to happen because I'll probably be working another 24 hours. Anyways, Hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good evening. Bye.